Okay.
We're going?
Welcome back to...
What's the miles?
That's what we have determined?
No, fully determined that what's the miles, that's the name, that's the brand, that's what we're going with.
That's what's on the t-shirts.
The t-shirts haven't been made.
They're on their way.
But everything can be on its way when the time comes.
Yeah.
So we're kind of, well, first of all, we've already upgraded.
Yes, we have working microphones now.
We're 12 hours into this and we're already investing
back in.
working
microphones. We do have a GoPro duct tape to a tripod.
Duct tape is a strong term. I would use the term thin tape.
Yeah, it's not secure, but it is working.
It is working.
I think we're well on our way to being a competitor to Joe Rogan.
I was just about to say Joe Rogan, because or Theo Vaughn, any of that. Those are all our good buddies, and we're learning from them. Yeah. Easy peasy. So I figured for the first topic today, we gotta get into some controversial maybe things.
Yeah, controversial.
Yeah. Let's just go over.
Too many syllables.
We graduated with a 1.7 GPA.
We can do Mustang, burnout, clutch. That's
one or two syllables and I'm in. But we start getting into three.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, that is too much.
Yeah, that's a good call.
First thing I wanted to ask you is, people pull up to Cars and Coffee, and let's be real, everybody wants to feel like they get some sort of attention. You can say that you do it just for yourself, but you definitely want people to look.
It's fun to an extent, you know? And I think I know where you're going with this. So do you want to finish your question?
You want to stand out?
How to do it?
It's easy. There's one thing.
Yeah, spend some fucking money.
Spend the money. And I'm the worst person to even, I guess, comment on this, because I'm not good at spending money.
Yeah, if you want to have something cool and unique that gets attention at Cars and Coffee, 90% of the time, it's because it's expensive, because it's rare. It's expensive because it's built heavily.
Exactly.
It's expensive because it's expensive, and sometimes that doesn't even get you that far. Like, nobody's really excited to see an SF90 at Cars and Coffee where we go.
No, I think we're a little biased. Like, I don't know. Me personally,
but I don't
can
see
walk
people
by.
flocking to that.
No. They're gonna flock to some like crazy Porsche with rare seats.
Turbo S's that go to
Turbo S's.
Even those, that's not the right expensive. First gen Ford GT, that's the right expensive.
People are walking over.
That slant nose Porsche we saw.
They're walking over.
People walking over. That Carrera RS or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is, but I knew it was expensive.
Any Lamborghini R8 twin turbo.
Yep.
That C7Z that showed up, that probably should have had a chute on the back.
Yes.
But anyways, what I was saying is it's expensive because it's rare. It's expensive because it's built.
Yep.
So rare, we talked about the two old Porsches.
Yep.
And the Ford GT.
That'll go into the rare category.
Expensive because it's built. You got my car, that C7Z.
Yep.
Occasionally, you will see like a Cobra or something that is done up.
Yeah, you're like your cars that aren't super expensive but have that like aura about them, like your Supras, your 03, 04 Terminators, Z06s. Yeah, Supras are expensive now. But something that, I don't know, you just see it on the street and you're like, that's a monster. Yeah. And it's going to grab that attention.
And then expensive, because it's expensive, doesn't always get you there. I think it will for a little while.
I see what you're saying.
I think that if you got the brand new, you show up with a Mustang GTD right now.
Yeah.
It's expensive because it's expensive, and that's cool.
It is cool.
You'd be the first one to have seen one.
But you show up with like one of those weird wagon Ferraris, like you paid a lot of money, but the Supra on TEs with a big turbo, like we're gonna walk over
Where's
that.
the cool factor?
Yeah, we need.
Like all you did was spend money.
Yeah.
You didn't have taste to buy a Ford GT.
I found it. You have to spend the money recklessly, as in invest more into the car than what it's worth.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna get some attention.
That's a good sign. There is a fourth category that gets you attention.
All right, I need to know that one.
It is when somebody really does a crazy backyard build. So you get like rat rods.
Yep.
Or you see a Mustang that is total, like drift cars.
Yeah.
A Mustang that's totally done, but not exactly elegant at the same time.
Yeah.
Like a sprinkling in of, that looks dangerous.
Kind of hack.
Perfect example. Remember we saw that Miata with a rotary swap in it?
Yeah, very strange.
Okay, first off, there's like $500,000 cars at Cars and Coffee. And then there's this guy with the loudest Miata I've ever heard, just pulling up, and it was a complete piece of junk.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a complete turd, and it had a rotary in it, and everyone started walking up.
Gets people going. You gotta get something that gets people like, whoa.
Yeah, like a lot of the stuff that's out of the frame here probably wouldn't get any attention at Cars and Coffee.
Yeah,
What is around the frame? You want to talk about that for a second?
I don't know the exact year, but I believe it's a 991 Cup car that's sitting in here.
Yep.
Super cool.
That would get attention at Cars and Coffee, to be clear.
Yes.
Aside from that, that one's going to get attention. Outside of that, probably not.
There's another 964 all stock Carrera 4S. Super cool.
Yeah.
But again, that may only grab the attention of people that know what it is as well, because it just kind of looks like a 911.
There's like 5 or 6 80s Porsches in here.
Yeah, and then
some C3 Vets.
You know, and then the most popular car in here that I think everybody just totally loves, SN95 Mustang.
Yeah, right
people
there.
just love them things,
right there.
You know?
I thought you were going to say it's C1 Corvette.
How many times I get the question of 5-liter? I'm like, first of all, no. And I'm glad no.
Look at the taillights.
Well, not even that. Like, I don't want no little 5-liter in that thing. That thing can't get out of its own way.
Not that can, the way it's set up, but, you know,
fair enough.
It moves.
We got a top speed of about 83 mile an hour on a closed course.
On a good day.
Yeah.
Next
thing I was going to say is, and it's kind of alluding to people spending money into Cars and Coffee or anything to get attention, are we respecting all builds?
Absolutely not.
Fuck no.
No, I mean.
Sorry.
It's the cambered gang. It just doesn't do it for me.
I don't totally mind it.
It doesn't do anything for me whatsoever.
I don't know. I don't totally mind it.
No, I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm more along the lines of like, and no offense, I get it. Everybody wants to be involved, and everybody's welcome into the car community. I'm not gonna like, someone's not gonna pull in a car, I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, that's lame.
Yeah,
I would never do that.
I'll be nice to the person, but it's the camera gang that I can't do it.
Yeah, or I'm more along on the lines of like somebody bought a Volkswagen Golf and it's got like a catback exhaust and they're like revving it around the parking lot.
Yeah, that's not gonna work for me.
I can't get behind it. Or one thing that low-key freaks me out, the anime on the side of the car.
I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable.
What are we?
It makes me wonder like who their therapist is.
Yeah.
Because they should invest in a new one.
Yeah, it's just like what inspires you to put a cartoon half-naked character on the side of the car?
Makes me severely uncomfortable. And there's like kids in cars, like in the back seat of minivans, seeing that. They're like, Mom and Dad, what's that?
Yeah, it's
not cool.
It's just a little much. And it's like, okay, you're driving the car to an event, like you kind of expect some crazy stuff, but are you driving that car on a Tuesday?
Yeah, I see them out on the street all the time.
That's wild.
Up in Northern Virginia, you see some weird stuff.
That is absolutely wild. Last thing we'll kind of get to on, because we're basically just shit talking builds at this point.
Yeah.
We basically have gathered if you don't spend money, you're not cool. And
it's very, very unlikely.
And if you do some weird shit, you're going to get some weird responses.
Yeah.
And this one, because I used to be this guy, the truck topic.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. It doesn't really, I don't understand it.
I used to think it was so cool to throw a set of wheels on a truck and exhaust and blow smoke and like do all this stuff, but then there's nothing to replace that feeling of like mobbing with a couple guys down the highway.
And gals. We're all inclusive here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mobbing down the highway, revving, downshifting, doing a quick flyby.
Well, you can't accelerate as fast. I mean, yes, there's 2,000 horsepower Dodges driving around on the street. Whoa. Why?
Yes.
First off, cool, but you're not really going to be able to accelerate that vehicle into a corner, slow down, brake, turn, and like carve through some back roads.
No.
The only thing that you can do is make a hit on a long straight road, and I'm all for watching that.
Oh yeah, I'm down to watch anything. Let's be clear.
Yeah, I mean, I like watching the camber guys get stuck on curb, at the top of the curb, getting into Dunk Burger King or whatever. But the truck thing, like just cruising with your truck buddies, I'm like, dude, I'm driving this truck to work. Like it's not. I want it to be comfortable, reliable.
And it's always the truck guys that, if we're driving the fun cars,
that want to mess around.
It's like, bro, you're in a 6,500 pound truck.
If not more.
And even if you do make 600 horsepower, 600 to 700 horsepower in one of those trucks, like, it just still doesn't do it for me.
No, I mean, it would be fun as a daily, still be comfortable.
Yeah.
Use it to tow, use it to haul something. Like, I get that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm that guy.
And we're not talking F-150s or something like that. No, I'm talking diesel trucks or full-size gas trucks.
Which is almost exclusively just diesels that people do this to.
Yeah. But yeah, lower to F-150 regular cab, monster. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, and I think that we should caveat, like, if you've got a powder-coated suspension and 24-inch forces and the truck is clean and you drive it, you haul with it, you tow with it, I'm all for that. That's sick. I'd love to have a truck like that.
Oh, for sure.
It's trying to make a Dodge or a Ford or whatever into some like all-around sports car that you take on cruises. Make it a drag truck or make it a tow pig. It really, you're gonna get dogged by a Miata in the canyons.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, damn, like that guy's having a lot of fun.
People may be like, oh, it's not that fun to just drive around like fast. I just want to go fast. No, take an exit ramp at a questionable speed.
That's fun.
Of course, within the limits.
Yeah.
But no, that's height. Or you downshift twice underneath a bridge. Let that thing crack.
Yeah. I love downshifting a ZF6. So much fun.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's just upshifting one of those. It's like you gotta tap the gas to get it up into the next gear.
Yeah, what do they call that?
Double clutching.
Yeah, double clutching, brother.
Well, I think that's when you actually clutch in, clutch out twice.
Oh no! Sometimes whenever I would drive manual trucks, I just give it a little.
Yeah, you got to give it a little, get the RPMs back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, or float them.
I've never really had much luck. Weirdly enough, the only car I could shift real well without a clutch was my 02 Mustang.
I could second to third, third to fourth in my black 7.3.
Really?
Second to third would grind a lot. But I knew it wasn't a forever truck, so
yeah.
I was like, might as well learn.
That's somebody else's issue. I think in my rollback that I had, I might have done it a couple times. Third to fourth for sure.
That's easy. You could do that in almost any vehicle.
Yeah, and you just get that little, like that.
Yeah, you're like, oh, fuck. I got the old KW out today, bro.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of cars and coffee, before we move on to the next subject, because it did remind me of, also, you don't want to act cool at Cars and Coffee. You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And we might have saw somebody.
The McLaren guy?
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the McLaren guy, Marshall. He came over and started talking to us.
Oh, yeah, he had the merch on and everything.
Oh, can I tell the story?
Which one, McLaren?
McLaren guy. I don't know who you're talking about.
All right, I'll do the next one.
We're at a local Cars and Coffee down the street, 100 cars. It's a pretty small deal, tight-knit. A lot of people know each other.
One stoplight town. Like, we're really small here.
The guy shows up in a McLaren. It was like a 720, 765. I don't know, 6 something.
Yeah.
Don't understand those. And he came up to talk to us because I was taking some pictures, and he goes on this like kind of a rant about the car and how it's rare and all this stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, it's cool, man. Like, I don't really give a shit. And then my buddy showed up.
Pause real quick. He's talking about rare to a Corvette owner. He don't understand rare until he talks to somebody like you.
And it was raining on that Tuesday.
Yeah,
So anyways, then I introduced him to my friend whose dad had a Senna, and then we just left them. And I imagine that he was like, wow, I'm kind of a fucking loser, actually. There's always a bigger fish. Don't try to be the biggest fish.
No. Never try to be the biggest fish. And there are some cars where I guess I kind of look up to them, but yeah, I guess at the end of the day, they're still looking at cars and being like, dang, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the way of the world.
Back to kind of showing off at Cars and Coffee, I'm talking about a motorbike.
Oh, man. That kind of really actually bothers me still.
Because I feel bad.
I feel horrible for that guy.
Yeah, like I could feel the embarrassment.
Dead, by the way.
No.
Guy's alive.
So everybody knows at Cars and Coffee, whenever people start leaving, everybody's standing there, cameras. Hey, we're guilty of it. We walk over there. I want to see some shit go down.
Yeah, I want to see something cool.
Yeah. So we walk over there.
But not what we saw. That wasn't cool.
We walk over there. All of a sudden, I hear this bike just revving, rah, rah, rah. I'm like, this guy's getting wild over here.
Yeah, it was like some base model, like Ninja 300
Yeah, and it was like one of those bikes, like without even like the fairings on it.
It was a naked bike.
Yeah, which already don't look that cool.
It was like an entry-level naked bike for beginners.
So we walk over there, and I'm watching this guy, and I think I told Joey, I said, I think something's going to go down. Next thing you know, this guy gets out and just and slides the bike out.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a crowded Cars and Coffee where there's a bunch of people. There's just enough people to have a crowd.
Enough people to be on both sides of the road, not super packed. and this guy lays it out.
And the noise it makes when it lays it out, too.
He started giving it throttle before, like, as he was doing his turn-in.
Yeah.
And just immediately,
and
bikes
we're talking
on the ground.
Parking lot exit onto, like, just like a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then he ate shit, fell over, and there was, like, this moment where no one was going to help him. And
it was
like,
silent, yeah.
I was like, oh, my God.
You
and
know
then
that
eventually some people came over, helped him up. At least it wasn't cold out.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then he got on the bike and left.
Well, I mean, what else are you going to do?
I don't know.
You more than likely are embarrassed. Something hurts, and you have a skid mark in the boxers.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I would probably shit myself.
A little prairie dogging going on the way
Yeah,
home.
he might have squeezed a little off when he realized he was okay.
Pinched it.
There's something down there in that. Ugh, what a fucking idiot.
But I will say, I think Cars and Coffee for now, I mean, other events are fun, but there's just something about a Cars and Coffee because you get good caliper
coffee,
cars.
Don't you?
I hate coffee. I can't do it. Last time I drank milk, I
threw up. So you just
up.
like cars? What?
Last time I tried to drink milk because typically coffee has milk in it, no?
Yeah, it does, but you don't have to do it that way.
It doesn't matter. I just think of milk, and last time I tried milk a couple years ago, I threw up.
A couple years ago?
Before that, I hadn't had milk since I was 12.
You know mashed potatoes have milk in them.
Yeah, so does macaroni.
And you're okay with that?
I don't like to watch it being poured in, like
Why?
to be transparent. Huh?
It's fine. I mean, it's like, you like cereal?
No milk.
Just dry.
Dry, bro. I'm talking, I'll take handfuls of Cheerios and chuck them in the
That's
down the
disgusting.
hatch.
Yeah. Like
sometimes when I put all the Cheerios in and it gets a little dry and I cough, it's like dust.
Yeah.
Coming out
like
of my mouth.
Like a skeleton in a movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Milk is like the lubricant for cereal. That's what like mixes it up. Yeah, you know
no
the
lube
best,
for me.
You know the best type of lube is?
Huh.
Force.
Okay.
That's how I get this thing put back together.
Well, I force the Cheerios down.
Yeah, I bet that's disgusting, frankly.
Never dipped a milk in cookies, nothing.
I think we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
There's
I was getting at
podcast.
Cars and Coffee.
Yeah.
I think Cars and Coffee for now is probably one of my favorite things because you get good caliper cars. There's something about being out early in the morning with cars that aren't supposed to be out that early.
And there's not a lot
of
of traffic. I do like that part.
Yeah, not a lot of traffic. And you're going to see something interesting go on.
There's always something interesting to see.
For sure. Like that raccoon that rolled out from underneath the Z06.
Yeah, I hit her. Well, it was dead. We just didn't see it.
Yeah.
Well, I plowed over it, and it ripped a bunch of O2 sensors down, which was actually okay. It just took the zip ties off.
Oh, okay.
And so zip tied it all back together.
Well,
I'm pretty much a mechanic.
Okay.
Certified ASCME.
Oh,
I don't know if that's the acronym.
I think it's ASE.
ASE?
I don't know. I can't fix a sandwich.
ASCE?
That's the other odd thing about me. You'll actually attempt to do some DIY projects. We went over this last episode, but
yeah, I'm lucky to get you to take those hood pins off.
Yeah, I've been saying I'm going to do that for a while now.
Oh, I mean just to open your hood, like just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need me for that.
No, for sure. And I don't know why working on cars just makes me nervous.
You got soft hands, brother.
Yeah, soft hands, brother.
Yeah.
Well, the next thing that I was thinking about here is I don't know if you watch as much YouTube as me, and I'm almost embarrassed to say how much YouTube I watch because I feel like an iPad kid.
I watch Doug, my dear friend.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
But now some of the people I watch now it's getting serious. Like I think.
Yeah.
And because some people that do YouTube, they seem unattainable because they basically just spend a shit ton of money, buy cool shit, and you're like, yeah, that's cool, but I can never do that. And like, you can't even fathom what that's like. And now we got people driving NASCARs, competing in Formula Drift, making crazy, I don't know, jumping cars, whatever. Mm-hmm. Especially the NASCAR to me, how they're doing 180, 200, and the cars are shimming down the road.
I don't like that. I'm not down.
Doesn't make sense.
I'll pass.
Yeah, or like the drag racers doing 240, 250 in a quarter.
Yeah. In a car that they essentially built themselves.
Essentially, yes. And they're saying, oh, crap, that pass wasn't good because I was behind the car. What do you mean you were behind the car going 200-something miles an hour?
Yeah, that means that you're physically reacting to what it's doing. And you are thinking you're in one place, but you're 150 yards ahead of that.
That's scary.
Yeah, and the stuff, like, you know, it's one thing if you just do one of these things, but there's some YouTubers out there now doing multiple of these things. I mean, how many different cars did Cletus bring to imports versus domestics this year?
I think it was like 4 or 5.
Insane. I mean, just to be clear, we're not talking shit. It's cool. I'm happy for the guy. I didn't go this year, but I went 2 years ago and I saw him there. It was cool. Like, I liked watching the cars, and I could care less if he's making a shit ton of money. But it's like turned from I'm a YouTuber to you're like actually a celebrity.
And this is what I'm doing.
And you have celebrity money.
Yeah, and not to admit, I think some people, I don't know, maybe sometimes I think too deeply into what people are doing. But I think some people, all right, technical difficulties there. We didn't charge the GoPro. We now have a 30-foot extension cord plugged into the outlet, and we're back at it. Also note, it's about 58 degrees.
It feels colder than that.
Yeah, it is not warm. But what I was saying, I think I just read too much into what people are doing, and I don't know, I just think it's cool. But I think a lot of people still they go to like World Cup finals and see Cletus there, and they see the cars, and they're like, oh, that's cool. It's a serious operation.
Yeah, we're millions of dollars sometimes.
Oh, he's bringing millions. Yeah, the toter home, the cars, the personnel there. He's got people there specifically for each car. I mean, you're talking a full-fledged race team.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And those cars, some of those cars probably deep into the $250,000+ territory.
Which is insane.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Again, another thing that would get some attention at Cars and Coffee.
A race car.
Yeah, something like that. Any of those cars there.
Which then kind of brings me to, I've always said this, but I need to own a NASCAR.
Yeah.
I just need to.
It'd be cool.
I would literally just walk out to the driveway on a Friday at 10 p.m. and just over and over. I wouldn't stop.
The weekend barbecue with the neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
Interrupted by NASCAR.
Yes.
Burnouts in the driveway.
Yeah, that's another thing is when the home purchase comes, it's got to have a driveway. And I've already told my fiance that, you know, even if I'm just coming home from Cars and Coffee and it's 11 a.m. on Sunday.
Why not?
I'm doing a heater on the way up to the house.
That's what we need to do this podcast in a way that we receive some type of sponsorship from Nitto just so we can do burnouts.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that on the way here. I am in no means in support of this whole takeover thing and intersections and all that.
I do like a burnout.
But I love a burnout.
Yeah, you just don't need to do it in the middle of an intersection at night with 1,000 people getting hit by cars.
No. But a little heater on a closed course, permission granted back road, wink.
Wink, yeah.
Yeah, you know, ain't no problem.
No, it's who you hurting?
Nobody. If anything, we're helping.
We're just making people happy on the internet?
For sure. There's some guy walking out to do some weed whacking in the mulch bed, and he hears a 7-liter off the chip.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be happy.
He's edging to check that thing out.
Or he's going to be...
Get it? Hey, he's edging and edging.
Yeah, he's edged up to get edged.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where you're helping people, you know?
I think it's part of the American dream. I think about the 50s and the 60s, people modifying their own car. There were burnouts. Times were good.
I've never thought about that.
Think about the world now. There's less burnouts, more turmoil, nuclear weapons, although there were nuclear weapons then too, but just not as many. The decline of burnouts has paralleled the rise of nuclear weapons. And I think that if everyone started doing more burnouts across the world, there'd be more,
for sure,
getting along with people.
There's just something about just letting it eat. I don't know what it is. Yeah. And then when you start to see the smoke while you're doing then you're like, oh shit, this is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the smell.
Oh yeah. Then it starts to like clog up your lungs a little bit and you're like, is this okay?
But then again, then your clothes kind of smell it for the rest of the day and you're like, damn, I'm badass.
Yeah, I'm cool as shit. All I did was pay $20 to go to the track and watch, but I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the other thing is if you're gonna do a heater, do it right. Like
drop it in third.
Not even that, but it's just like, don't just do a little rah and leave. Like, fucking get on it.
Yeah, I think you should tickle the rev limiter at least once during a let's discuss what qualifies as a proper burnout.
Okay, well, first of all, I've never heard this vet do a burnout without tickling rev limiter.
That's because I can't help it. I get excited, and it revs up so easy.
It's there for a reason.
So why not touch it?
All right, so
that's how I feel about tits.
Wait, what is the parallel?
Why not touch it? You know?
Hey. Yeah.
With consent. Clear. I don't go up to the grocery store.
Yeah.
They're like, nice melons.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
And it goes to the burnout too, because you got to have consent from yourself, friends around you. Yeah. And the road has to look like it wants it.
I feel like for the most part, though, if someone does do a burnout, 50% of the time they've been peer pressured into it because they're scared to do it.
Yeah.
Which I think is part of being a good friend to others.
Oh, yeah.
You're pushing them to try new things and get out of their comfort zone.
You never do a solo heater. Like
I would do a solo heater.
Oh, if you're by yourself, yes. But like if me and you are together and you do a big old burnout, I can't be like, yeah, let's cruise back home.
Yeah, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm like...
That's like when somebody finishes and the other doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just not the
There's
same.
a lot of parallels that we're making here this evening. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, can you tell that I don't have a girlfriend right now?
You know? But the rules to a burnout.
Good idea. Okay. First off, there needs to be some amount of smoke. Like not a little bit. Like I need to, the visual, a portion.
Can't see the back of the car.
Yeah, 20 to 30% of the overall car needs to be covered in smoke.
Yeah. And the exhaust needs to be like blowing it. You know?
Yeah, you need to have some flow coming out the back. You don't sit there at 3,500 RPMs. Like get it going.
Get some wheel speed.
Wheel speed. I don't think it's necessary to hit rev limiter. It's definitely bonus points. That takes you from a good burnout to a great burnout.
I almost strongly disagree. Now, granted, I haven't done a burnout since the one where I tickled rev limiter for the first time, but I don't think I'll do one again without tickling it.
No, you think that, well, there's good, great, and exceptional.
Okay, fair enough.
So I think that gets you into the good, the bare minimum of burnout. It's got to last at minimum 6, 7 seconds, I think.
Yeah, like a couple, and then roll away.
I think that if you drop the clutch and immediately start rolling away, that doesn't count as a burnout.
Which I've yelled at you about.
Well, sometimes that's fun too.
Yeah, fair enough. Because that car it squats and stays planted.
It wants to go.
Yeah, but yeah, you got to grab the brake. I need to see the brake lights light up.
Yeah, brake lights lighting up. I agree.
Yeah, at least for a second.
That's a good burnout.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, next category. So that was the basis for good.
For good.
6, 7 seconds, brake lights on for a second, no rev limiter, but smoky, and you're right.
I think great, you can go 2 directions. It can be longer, no rev limiter, same duration with rev limiter.
Okay.
That's how you get to great. So if you do a 15-second burnout and there's no rev limiter,
but it's smoky.
That's when you start seeing smoke coming out the hood.
Yeah.
Like the tire smoke coming under the car.
Yeah, we're not talking
out the hood.
coolant or oil.
No.
We're talking,
No, that's when you're getting into the great.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you get some smoke coming out from orifices that they don't typically come out of.
Yeah, vents.
We like that.
Yeah.
Which I think can be accomplished with a longer burnout or a little bit more aggressive burnout.
Yeah, the wheel speed will definitely get you there.
Exceptional is when you got to get the fuck out of the car afterwards because it's smoky inside of the car.
I haven't gotten one of those
Never
yet.
done one of those in my life.
I'm going to have to because now I'm like kind of just getting riled up by it.
If you go to Mustang Week, like what's that?
Oh, Suck Bang Blow.
Yeah, dude. It's crazy.
I don't know.
These guys doing the most wild burnouts I've ever seen.
And, I'm not saying anybody was or is during these burnouts, but it seems to me like people may or may not be intoxicated.
People are definitely fucked up.
Okay.
Because people leave their cars there.
After the
burnouts and after the night is over, they take an Uber home. Because they're at the bar drinking and they're like, yeah, I'll go rip a burnout.
Yeah.
That's why they have a burnout box with padding in the back.
Yeah. Our buddy did it.
I've had a lot of people I know have done it, and it's tight.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm into wanting to do an exceptional burnout and get smoke inside the car.
Yeah.
I'm just not that interested in cleaning up the tire. out of the back wheel well.
I am a sucker for a little bit of rubber stuck to the back of the car.
No, we're talking like cake.
Oh yeah, no. I just like the little bit, so then when I go somewhere and park, someone might notice and be like, "That guy likes to party."
Yeah, that's my type of guy right there.
Exactly. They know I've at least
they get
done a little
edged up
something.
too.
Oh yeah, I mean edged everywhere.
Let's talk about Cars and Coffee Mustangs for a second, because you just made me think about it.
All right.
You know the amount of people who drive Mustangs to Cars and Coffee, who have never done a burnout, don't drive their car hard.
Let's not just roast the Mustangs here. How about
it's Corvettes too?
Yeah,
it's Corvettes too.
Down, bro.
You walk down the row and they all roll in together. They all park together.
I know. Every time I see all the vets, I go, "There's your boys."
4 GT350s that have never seen a track, never been driven hard. 5 liters.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll have somebody with a GT500. And I'm like, really, none of this is doing anything for me.
No.
Then the guy shows up in a Termi, even if it's ragged out. The couple that we've seen that have been ragged out.
At least I know it's been driven.
I'm walking over there.
Yeah, I want to see that thing.
I don't really care about the new 5 liters.
No.
They sound bad.
I was just about to say, I'm sorry, people, but I could care. Actually, I'm so annoyed at listening to a stock suspension, stock wheels, 5 liter that just sounds obnoxious.
Giving me a headache.
It's just almost annoying.
It sounds like if you were torturing a cat.
It's
just horrible.
Yeah, I don't even know what the noise is, but it's not cool.
It's not for me.
Yeah, almost there should be a rule: no exhaust until the car looks better.
That's a good discussion point. What are the order of operations of automotive modifications? You bought a brand new, well, not brand new. You bought a new to you vehicle.
Okay.
And it's bone stock.
Okay. First, I'm gonna tint the windows.
Yeah, I was gonna say window tint's pretty high.
Next, I would say that it's very important get the stance right.
I was gonna say my first is wheels, tires, suspension.
Yeah.
Get the car on the ground.
Get it have a presence and a look to it, and then, and then you do your power outers, whatever. Or there's the other cool way to do it, but you don't really do this with like a Mustang or a Corvette or something like that. You don't build sleepers of those necessarily. But I do like a good sleeper build that looks just plain, normal, whatever, and then it's
that's
psychotic.
Fine. That's a different trajectory.
For sure.
Big words again, I'm sorry.
Trajectory. 4 in that mug.
Nice, write that one down. Let's practice it tonight.
All right, trajectory.
So I think that for me, wheels, tires, suspension.
Yep.
Then tint. Then you go with the bolt-ons.
Yeah.
Full exhaust, intake, tune. That's when that happens.
Yeah.
Not before.
No.
I think you got to make it look right first before you're doing all that.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you have a 5 liter, keep everything on the exhaust. Unless you're going to go no exhaust and run a single turbo with a side exit. That's how you make them sound good.
Or a big old whipple on that thing. You just see.
Yeah. Now, to be honest, I don't know what it is. There's the F-150 5 liter.
They do sound different.
And then there's the Mustang 5 liter.
Yeah.
And people are, if anyone gets into this podcast one day, they're going to be like, well, the 5 liter Gen 3 Coyote does this much power. I don't care.
I don't know.
People have been making that power in Termi motors for almost the same amount of time. Or for double the amount of time, I'm sorry. And almost the same amount of power.
If a 5 liter was put in front of me or a 03 or 4 Terminator, I'm going for the Terminator.
100%.
There's just something about it. It's so sick.
If I wanted to build a drag car, I'd probably buy like a 13, 14, 5 liter.
Yeah.
Strip it out, single turbo, twin turbo, out the side so I don't have to hear the goddamn thing. And then you've got a cool Mustang.
But,
But the 5 liters in the F-150s, for whatever reason, do just sound better.
Yeah, they don't sound that bad at all. No.
Yeah.
And they just look good. But I don't know. Sometimes, strong opinion here. But if it don't make 800 plus, I don't think it's cool. It's got to make some
For an F-150?
steam. Yeah. It's got to make some steam.
Yeah. There are some companies that do offer it with Ford warranties that make like close to that.
Yeah.
I don't know about 800.
There's actually one, there's a lowered one.
We're talking 800 wheel. We always talk wheel.
Oh, yeah. I could care less what goes to the crank. And, I'm talking all this smack about high horsepower stuff. We ain't going to get into the numbers of the old SN95.
It's not great.
But it does sound like it's going to go somewhere.
Even on like 245 to the tires.
Chilled out, bro. It does sound like it's going to go somewhere, but.
I'm going to cut that out. I want people to see me spit that out.
Oh my gosh, we're just drinking.
I'm going on a run after this.
Oh, okay. We gotta stay hydrated. We're back at it.
We had
to take a short break.
Yep.
Joe had some things to get done, but we're back now.
We were talking about 5 liters, and I need to go punch a hole in some drywall.
Yeah, yeah. Give me a 5 liter and a white monster.
Somebody needs to play some fucking Korn and just put a picture of a 5 liter up so I can just get after it.
Kick your dog and rev your car.
You know what is frustrating? All those roll race events I go to, there's some fast 5 liters there.
Oh, I bet. Autos?
Some of them?
Yeah.
Well, see, I think a lot of people who do the roll race stuff still do have manual cars.
Yeah, because you're kind of locked into a gear. Yeah, you're shifting maybe, twice, maybe 3 times.
Second to third, third to fourth.
Yeah.
And then if you're really a fast car, you might get into 5th.
Yeah, so 2 or 3 shifts and you're done. And if you miss 3rd to 4th, you should probably...
Get an auto.
I was going to think of something a little bit more vulgar, but we can go with just get an auto. Speaking of Mustangs, kind of an odd opinion, and Joe knows this, but I love a 07, 08 GT500.
I mean, I think that they're
I don't know what it is, because a 3-valve regular Mustang GT...
Doesn't do it for me.
Oh, God. Yeah, lame. But I don't know, the GT500s are just kind of... I don't know, they kind of do it for me. I like it.
All right, rank the Mustangs top 3 that you would, with your money, purchase.
Fox bodies suck. No, I'm just kidding. So first
and we can talk... It can be modified, but like within reason. You can't say you bought like a Resto Mod 67 that's $250,000.
Strong opinion. I really don't care about that.
Yeah, it's not really my cup of tea either. I'd love to ride in one.
Yeah,
I'd love to drive one. I don't want to buy one.
No. But I mean, you have to go 03, 04 Terminator first.
Number 1. Good choice.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go 07, 08 GT500 because I'm a weirdo.
Yep, that's weird. It's an unpopular take.
And then...
You want to talk about controversial things. That's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they look good. They sound good. I like the stock wheels. It's a stock wheel that does it for me. And then I'm going to go SN95 just because I own one. And that black one on Instagram. God,
yeah, that thing's tight. You almost got it right, but you didn't. The correct answer is... Termy.
Duh.
We agree with that.
Yeah, that's simple.
Second best is some type of done notch.
I did miss that. Yeah, because I said at the beginning that Fox body sucked. I'm joking, but if you have a hatch, anyways.
Yeah. Hatches are cool for, if you have a 4-eyed hatch and it's a drag car, that's quite possibly one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah, but anything a drag car is almost cool.
Okay, well, that's true. That's true, too.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying.
A notch that's done, preferably not with a 5 liter, if you had to pick.
Yeah.
A Termy swapped. Or, I mean, I'm not a picky. I'll take an LS swap notch.
Or there's been a lot of GT500 swapped ones.
That's cool, too.
Well. Yeah.
The last one, and this is tough, I really like the 13, 14 GT500s because I do think they look good, but they're too big. I'd probably go GT350R.
Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get fully into those yet. I don't know why. Yeah, the wing is pretty sick.
I like the wing, and I also drove one once around a parking lot, and so now I think they're really cool.
Yeah. Well, and we're not including like the Mustang GTD because let's be real
here. That's out of the price range.
Yeah.
We're talking like sub $80,000 because a GT350R would be like 80, I think.
For sure. Well, since we've ragged on Mustangs enough and ranked them, I want to rank best vets of what you can get because there's a few options and a few different characteristics here.
Well,
here we go.
Are we going to go into sub models?
Is your poster board back here so we can get the specs on like this car in particular?
It's in the hatch because I have a hatch.
Yeah. Hatchback.
That's a good question. Sub models or no sub models? We just doing generations or because we did sub models for Mustangs.
Yeah, sub models because I mean even though I almost bought one, chill out. Base model, we don't really care.
Okay. C6 ZR1, I think, is the best Corvette ever made.
Oh my, this guy loses his mind over ZR1s. It is the best
car ever made. It looks better than any other Corvette ever made. Maybe the C7 Z06 looks better. They're close. But you can make ungodly power with them. And they're so light and the gears are so long. A 700, 800 wheel horsepower C6 ZR1 is the equivalent of like 1,000 horsepower GTR.
I get it.
And that comparison to me is insane.
All right, we got ZR1. We obviously knew your C6
C6 ZR1, and then obviously C6Z.
Wait, you sure?
100%.
Okay.
And then my third favorite would be a C7Z.
Yeah, the C7Zs are good. And low key, I haven't driven a manual one. I've driven the automatics. The automatic's sick.
I've never driven an automatic.
Like, that's a car that you could way easily daily drive if you wanted to.
Can I give an honorable mention?
Oh, God, here we go.
Dude, I like the E-Ray. Oh, something about all-wheel drive.
This guy sent me an Instagram reel of one today. It's like...
in the snow.
Yeah.
It's all-wheel drive, still a V8.
Yeah.
And I think eventually they will really dial in how to pro-charge and supercharge them. And
that one was pro-charged, I think.
Yeah, but I think he's had a lot of problems.
Do they have bigger vents on the side?
They have the Z06 vents, I think.
Okay.
So it kind of looks like a Z06.
Yeah.
I think the E-Ray is sweet because I think that's a car that you really could take skiing.
Oh yeah, that is.
Which is why I would buy it.
We have a weird fascination of buying baller all-wheel drive cars to go snowboarding.
In the snow. It has to be snowing.
Yes.
And you have to take the cars in the snow, show up to a resort in supercars that are all-wheel drive. Yeah. It is the coolest flex
with ever. The snowboards have to be on top.
Exposed.
Yeah, so people know what you're doing. Keep in mind we live on the East Coast, so this would be once or twice a year.
If you're lucky.
Yeah. So, but it is a dream, and it is, I don't know, it's just something super sick about it. I would do a Carrera 4S. I've already talked about it 100 times.
Yeah, I'm R8. I'm pretty on the R8. Because I think I could find a V8 first-gen R8 or a V10 auto.
Yeah.
But the V8 R8s are so reliable.
Yeah, that's true. But they don't... If you're going to get an R8, you almost have to.
All right, another brief delay as we figure out technology.
And we had to warm up because it's like 58 degrees in here.
Yeah.
What I was saying, though, is the Carlisle Blue, probably one of the best color Corvettes with the chrome wheels.
Hideous.
It just looks...
No, it's just feminine.
I don't know.
I think it's girly.
Yeah. I like odd stuff, I guess.
I don't know. It's just not for me. It just never has done it for me, ever.
Let me guess, best color is whatever silver this is.
Atomic silver.
See, I don't even know the paint color of my car. I know it's red. Yeah, red. But I think there's a couple different reds. But it does look aggressive with the black accents and, you know, if we decided...
You've got a red Mustang, pretty original.
I know, that's the one thing. And the two other Mustangs I've had have been red.
Yeah, that's true.
I've only had red Mustangs. Yeah.
Says a lot about your personality.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, with that, I got an option for you here. I got three. No, we'll do between the two stories because two of them you're involved in, the other one you're not. So we can go one of, you only get to pick one. Okay. Suzuki Sidekick. Okay. Or flying to New Hampshire. You get to choose.
I think Suzuki Sidekick is a good place to start.
Yeah, I think flying to New Hampshire, they're not ready for you.
No. So, Suzuki Sidekick, we were at Chipotle.
I see. I couldn't remember if we were at Chipotle or Tractor Supply. Either way, we were just in town.
I remember Chipotle.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter.
And I just remember we were just bored, and we didn't have a lot of money, so we couldn't go do things. It was like winter time, so there's not a lot to do. It gets dark early, and then I always thought it would be a cool thing to do to just buy a car, thrash it, and get rid of it. We've never done this before. We've never had the money to just buy a vehicle, and so we only had a budget of, I think, $300 or $400.
Yeah, so, it was something like that, and we bought it for $300.
Yeah, a buddy of mine owns a paint shop where we live, and he happened to have this Suzuki Sidekick that buddies of his sunk into a pond. And the way they pulled said Suzuki Sidekick out of the pond, wrap rope around the back tailgate, and the back tailgate was all the way pulled out, or around the spare tire or whatever. So he's like,
it was rough.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, man, you can buy it, but I think it was no title.
No title, farm use tags.
No title, farm use tags. So we're fired up. I'm talking two 18-year-old kids. We might not have been 18. No, we were 18.
We were 18, but I don't think we were 21 yet.
No, fired up. And all we could think about was what we were going to do. So we picked this unit up, drive it straight to the car wash like anybody would.
Yeah.
I don't know why we decided to clean it.
I think it was pretty gross inside.
Full of leaves, I think.
It was foul.
Yeah, not good. And it's like a turquoisey, teal.
Convertible.
Blue. I think they all are, but it had a white top on it, I think.
Yeah, convertible. It was a 5-speed and it was 4-wheel drive.
Well, the 4-wheel drive we'll get into. But we take it. Joe's family has some property not far outside of town. We're like, this is perfect. This is a 4-wheeler with heat. I don't even know if the heat worked either. Yeah. It's irrelevant.
Yeah, and there was a property next to my parents that no one had built a house on. So we had like 20-something acres to play with. Yeah. In the woods.
For sure. So the first thing you're going to do is hold this thing wide open.
Yeah, the rev limiter got more than fucking raped.
Oh my God.
We just so there was a field right next door, and it was like at the top of this hill, and you had to kind of mob up this.
Because it had an off camber to it.
Yeah, it would kind of dip down, and then you have to go up, and you get to the top, and it was wide open. So we just sat there, and it was like tall hay type grass by this point, and we just sat there and did just donuts and donuts and donuts around this centered section until it went from not being able to walk to just mud. The entire thing was just mud. So we did that. That was a good time. It was still running. So then we took it
more up your road.
We took it to the very end of this gravel road, which goes straight up this hill, and then it just ends. So we get to the top, and we start going down again, and we were going fast. And I remember we weren't wearing seatbelts.
And the hill kind of had some like rollers to it.
Yeah. We hit one of them fucking things. And I remember my head is like looking down at the dashboard.
Because you're weightless in this thing.
And you were driving at this point. I remember we get back down, and it was like, and I was like, oh God, we're about to roll this thing. Yeah. We managed to make it out of that, and then we took it like backwoods wheeling for a little while.
Yeah, it started plowing over probably like half-inch like trees that are just starting to grow. And then I think you were we switched kind of after that, and you were driving in the woods.
We got stuck.
And we're like, this fucking thing ain't got 4-wheel drive. We got ripped off. We spent $300 on this running and driving car, and 4-wheel drive doesn't work. Joey punctures a hole in the damn gas tank.
Yep, not good.
Exhaust completely ripped off.
It became loud real fast.
Really, really loud. Like everywhere we went. And so anyways, we get it out of the woods finally, and now it's time to celebrate.
No, you forgot the best part of the day.
What was the best part?
We managed to get down in the woods and like kind of circle back, and there was a fallen tree. Do you remember this? There was a fallen tree that had come over, and it had been there for probably 10 years, and so it had branches still sticking up, and we didn't really have a good way to go. And I remember I was driving, and I said something, I don't remember what it was, but it was loud and it was motivating.
Yeah.
And we went full speed.
Oh, okay, I do remember
Full speed right into this log, and all the branches fell and like cracked the windshield, and it was like out of a like explosion of just tree and everywhere. And we like cleared over the log. That was tight.
Yeah. And then we were like, let's sell it tonight. Yes. Remember? We were like, we're going to get rid of it the same night.
Craigslist, let's go.
No, we drove it to those people's house, and one of our old car acquaintances was there.
Yeah.
And I think he was going to buy it, no?
Yeah, until he found out that the fuel tank
Did we leave it there?
I feel like we had to drive it back.
Oh, we drove it back home.
Fieldton.
That was the next day.
Oh.
So I think they didn't buy it. We drive it back to Joe's parents' property, and then next day, you were heading back to college, and there was no way that thing could sit there.
No.
So we drove this thing, no exhaust, fuel tank punctured, probably about a 25-minute ride to another town over to where my aunt lived.
Totally reliable the whole time.
Really loud.
Really loud, totally reliable. It was good. It was a good time.
It was a good time. And then that's when I put it on Craigslist, and I actually had people come from North Carolina to come get this thing.
$50 more.
Yeah, I think I sold it for $350.
So we made $50 and had a great day.
And that was what really opened up our eyes to be like, this is the move.
Junk cars are the best.
Yeah, we've had tons of them.
We need to take that Suburban. We need to take that Suburban out.
Yeah, Suburban's got to go.
When it snows, like when we get a 2-foot snow, we're gonna send that thing to the point where it's gonna be stuck somewhere. Like, not because it's stuck, because it's broken.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like, you know how whenever you're like walking some old property or whatever, you're like, how is that old rusty truck like 2 feet into the ground?
Just like
that's gonna be the 06 Suburban 50 years from now.
That's like such a good resting place for a Suburban like that.
For sure. And one point to note on the Suzuki Sidekick, we didn't realize you had to lock the hubs.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So that was part of the.
That's why we got stuck, is because we didn't know.
Probably could have gotten another $50 profit out of that thing if I knew the hubs worked.
I think it covered our Chipotle and the fuel we put in it.
Yeah, and we needed that $300 back. I mean, no money.
Yeah, we had no money.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I pulled it out, and it was like a nervous to pull out $150.
Yeah. Such is life.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Well, last thing to kind of wrap things up here, I figured what's to come, what are we doing with our cars here shortly, and events we'd like to potentially go to here soon.
Okay, you first or me?
You go first.
Okay. So I've got problems with my car that I've been working through. Tony did text me today.
Oh.
And he said that fueling was pretty good.
We were logging yesterday, folks.
We did a 3rd gear pull to log yesterday. Tony sent me a new tune.
Okay.
Can't go out today.
No, rainy, cold, nasty.
Yeah. He said, give me another 2 solid pulls. And he added some more fuel to drop the air to fuel ratio down. So should make a little bit more power than that pull.
Yeah.
And he actually, he pulled a little timing out of it because it was starting to knock. So we are going to run that, get that tune dialed in, then switch to E85, get that tune dialed in. Then we're going to redo the intake system with a BTR, a BTR Trinity intake manifold, new cold air intake, and hopefully have all that done before the first roll race event.
When's that?
In spring. They haven't published it yet. But I think the first one's at Maple Grove, then they do MIR, then they do Maple Grove. No, they do Pocono twice. I don't know. They do 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And I'd like to go to Pocono again, and I want to go to both at MIR because they have a 2-day roll racing and drag racing. I'd like to go to that one.
Yeah.
And run the car in both.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to order a set of Bellics or something.
Yeah, got
in a wheelie bar.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah.
Might as well put a chute mount on the back of that mug.
Yeah. No, I don't. I probably will buy a wheel and tire for the back for that.
My God.
Because I don't want to show up in a 600-something horsepower Vet and run 12s.
Yeah, that's true.
We need to tickle into the 10s.
Yeah. We like tickling.
I want a 1099 by the end of next race season.
I think it's possible. I think it's doable.
Well, there's a guy who runs a 9.5 index with this motor.
Auto car.
Auto swapped with a better rear end. Yeah. So if he can do a 9.5, I feel like I can figure out a 1099.
I think you can figure it out for sure.
Take some seats out.
Yeah.
Anything. Carpet.
We only got 2.
You weren't gonna ride.
Yeah, fair enough.
So that's kind of my plan for the car at the moment.
I like it.
And some Alibaba CCWs. Ooh. I'm so down. Yeah. And you are too. I know you are.
Yeah. I guess, that kind of leads me into mine. I haven't done much with my car since I bought it, to be transparent.
Bought, not built.
We serviced the Pro Charger.
Put a new blow-off
valve on it, so that makes good noises. But the things that definitely needs addressed ASAP is those hood pins gotta go.
They're bad.
I am not 53 years old
and
thinking he's got a hot rod.
It's bad.
So I need to do those. That's simple. But real things I need to do new wheels and tires because these are super old and they're leaking air. And every time we go to Cars and Coffee, I have to pump them up. It's so annoying.
Pretty annoying.
And the exhaust is not good. It rattles and it sounds like a 5 liter, and as in old school 5 liter.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I want that. And those are kind of my immediate things to do. We gotta do coils, we gotta do this, but small things at first. And then event I would like to do is, I don't know when the event is, but there's a Ponies in the Smokies.
I'd go with the event.
It looks super fun and just a cool area to drive. Or we've always talked about doing an Airbnb at the tail of the Dragon and just having a car week. That'd be sick.
Yeah, a weekend fun trip.
Yeah. So that's kind of the next upcoming things, but
I'd like to do both. Frankly, I'd like to go to Mustang Week.
It's in Texas now, though.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's in Myrtle.
No, it's done in Myrtle.
What?
Yeah, look it up after this podcast. What are you doing? You're like a Mustang Week OG too. Yeah, they moved it to Texas.
Why?
But the Myrtle can't sustain it anymore, is what I read.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to see this, but I'm not going to Texas for that.
No, it's a little bit.
I would.
This would be a whole thing.
I'd go to TX2K. I'd probably just fly and go watch because what am I gonna do? Enter my car. But I'd like to go to a shift sector half mile, like a standing start half mile and a standing start full mile.
Well, I mean,
in this car, because I feel like I could do 180.
I mean, it's not a crazy drive down there. I've done it, but if you're going to do the event, you might as well bring your car. And then you can cruise around the Texas streets too.
I wouldn't qualify for anything.
No, but just cruising Texas highways and doing all that would be sick. Oh. You just have to stay there for a week for it to be worth it.
Yeah, it's a long.
I mean, you're talking 19 hours of driving.
I wish that wedding was timed up with Texas 2K.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll have some stories from that.
Dude, we're gonna have to podcast right around that time, maybe at the when we're in Texas. Yeah. Because we're renting them Porsches.
Yeah. We'll get into that. We got a wedding to go to, and of course we got to roll up in style, and we've never owned Porsches, so
probably won't ever.
Good thing about some adult money is you can rent them.
We're gonna rent some, and we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
We're gonna mob some Texas highways in some base model 911s from 2012.
Yeah, hey,
I don't know what could be more fun than that.
No. Strap my boots on and turn the key on the left side. I'm out.
Yeah. Well, thanks for listening too.
Yes, we are out.
No, you have to say. I said thanks for listening to, and then you say the thing.
I thought you meant in a lot of speaking. We're learning,
One of us is.
Anyways, we'll try it again. We'll just go for it.
Thanks for listening to
What's the Miles podcast.
Have a good day.
Later.